So my name's Andy Wysick. I'm the conservation biologist with Tyonek Tribal Conservation District, and I'm here to talk about pike. So here at TTCD, we've been doing some suppression projects on specific lakes for several years. We started a little bit dipping into it in 2014 and then really became involved in 2018. We're sitting right here on 3 Mile Lake, and in 2018 we did a first population assessment on 3 Mile and the associated small beaver ponds to the north, and committed to 4 years of pike suppression using gill nets on all of 3 Mile between 2018 and 2024, and then did another population estimate. Now we've gotten to the point where we've shrunk this population by a little bit, but we've taken out a lot of the big fish that will be spawning in this area, and now we're trying to target little fish to get down to that next level. At Chewit-Buno, we've also done that, which is a lake down the road, and we've done some minor netting on Second Lake in Tyonek. We also, as we're doing anadromous stream work, have listed some lakes for pike, and we're interested in controlling them wherever they are. So a few years back, we did a study on Shell Lake, because essentially every year we can get 1,000 pike out of a lake like 3 Mile or like Shell. And so we were wondering what we were doing, and we had Fairbanks, University of Alaska Fairbanks, and Peter Wesley do some modeling, and they had estimated that we reduced the consumption of native salmonids by 75% in the lake. And so when we're looking at these lakes where the salmon runs are nearly dead, reducing the amount of juveniles that are eaten by 75% every year is significant, especially when you're considering that these salmon stocks would go extinct if we weren't managing pike. If you're in South Central Alaska and you catch a pike, that pike should be dispatched, killed right on the spot so it doesn't get back into the water, it doesn't get into another water body. And the number one thing that you can do besides killing pike is not move them to new water bodies. Well, if you look at salmon on the west coast of the United States, they've had a pretty rough road, and Alaska's and British Columbia and some of these areas are really one of the last footholds. And so it just depends on if you think extinction of species is a good idea or not. There's another factor in Alaska that we deal with, and that's a lot of people have based their lifestyle and their food on salmon, and pike are not going to give you that in the same way that salmon can. And with the many cultural traditions and the other things around salmon in our area, it's just been thought that people in South Central Alaska value the native salmon more than they do northern pike.